Working at an RV dealership in sales, one of the most requested features on an RV is typically something like this here, an outdoor kitchen, which I completely understand, and it's definitely a tough task sometimes to find people the floor plan they're looking for with an outdoor kitchen, which typically leads to the question, why do so few RVs have outdoor kitchens on them? So we're going to tackle that question today and look at why some RVs do not have this feature on them and why some do. Let's go. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. If this is your first time tuning into one of my videos, I'm super excited that you're here. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy. And if you get something out of this, consider hitting the like button down below and definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you don't know already, I am in a sales position. So if you do see something that you like out of one of these RVs on the screen, you can contact me for purchasing information on those RVs. And as we're looking at some of these clips here, you will see that there are various different types of outdoor kitchens on various different types of floor plans on RVs. So you have something like this Bullet here that is a pretty small travel trailer with a smaller size outdoor kitchen that looks like this on the inside. No cooktop on here, but some countertop space and some prep space. Then you have ones like this one here on this Cougar that has a grill and a mini fridge there. And then you have one like this Bullet that actually has the grill, or actually, sorry, 2-burner stove underneath the refrigerator. And then ones like this Avalanche that are a full-blown entertainment area. So we're going to take a look at all this. Let's get into the video. All right, so out here today, we're going to take a look at a bunch of different RVs that have outdoor kitchens and don't have outdoor kitchens. We're obviously not going to look at all of them out here, but we're going to look at why they have outdoor kitchens and why they don't have outdoor kitchens. And hopefully that'll help explain to you why some models have them, some models don't, and the reasoning behind it. Because obviously it would be nice to have them on every single RV, but not every single RV has them, and we're going to look at why. So let me first find one that has an outdoor kitchen on it. And we are going to start with this Dutchman Colorado right here. This is a Dutchman Colorado. It is a 30 BH SC, and you can see right below here, we have an outdoor kitchen. So this will pull out. You have a 2-burner cooktop on here with this Capital grill. Nice storage space up in here as well. And then you will have a mini outdoor refrigerator. So obviously this one here, you have the outdoor kitchen, you get this space. Now let's look at why they're able to get this space on here. Same with like this Colorado here, because ultimately it's going to have the same outdoor kitchen on that one. And then why one like this here does not have an outdoor kitchen. So as we walk inside here, open this up, and as soon as we come inside, we'll close the door so the light will adjust a little bit better. Might be a little dark in here, but hopefully not too terrible. When we look in this back corner where the outdoor kitchen is placed, you have a bunk bed here. Now this bunk bed, if you were to lift it up, it's going to have a storage compartment underneath there. But you see, it's not the biggest storage compartment ever, and that's because everything behind this wall is your outdoor kitchen. So in order to have an outdoor kitchen, that space has to eat somewhere into the trailer. So on this model here, because of the bunk beds there, they are able to store all that equipment for the outside kitchen underneath this bunk bed. I think that is one of the biggest misconceptions, especially for people that are new to the RV industry and new to looking at RVs, is they think outdoor kitchen and think, okay, you see the kitchen from outside, but that does not mean that it is stored outside. All of that equipment is actually eating in to your living space somewhere in the RV. So on this model here, you can see you have bunk beds where they are allowed to eat into that space there, not kill too much of your storage, and still give you an outdoor kitchen space with a bit of storage underneath there. So as we come back out, it'll be the exact same thing on this Dutchman Colorado here as well. That will have the exact same setup. And then when we come to this one here, this 26 BHC, I haven't even stepped in this one yet, but we are going to take a look at why there is no outdoor kitchen. So also, when you see a storage compartment like this up front, if you don't know, this is pretty much always going to be a pass-through storage compartment. So that is what this space looks like down underneath there. Typically, when you're looking at an outdoor kitchen, it is going to be some sort of door that you will have either in the middle of the RV or on the back side of the RV. So that is how you determine typically if it has an outdoor kitchen, is if you see that door there. And as we come inside here, surprising, this is where I get really caught up with, like, why did they not put an outdoor kitchen under here? You can see you clearly have storage space underneath here that would allow for the outdoor kitchen, but there is no outdoor kitchen. And they typically do not let space go unused. So my first thought on this model here, because this model is very similar to this model, however, this model is 4 feet longer, so it has 4 more feet of space everywhere on the RV to do different things. This model back here is 4 feet shorter, and there it is. Okay, you have a freshwater connection right here, which means this is filling your freshwater tank, which I would bet at least $100 that the freshwater tank is stored underneath that bunk bed, meaning you do not have a spot for the outdoor kitchen anymore, because the freshwater tank on this one, to make all the space work, had to get stored underneath that bunk bed, which is where that freshwater tank is sitting, which is why this one does not have an outdoor kitchen. Again, this model's 4 feet shorter than this one that we looked at over here. So that 4 feet that they cut down on space meant they had to get more creative with where they were gonna put things, and they decided to put that freshwater tank underneath the bunk bed. So that is why this model does not have an outdoor kitchen. Let's move on and let's look at some other examples from here. So we're gonna come back around this way, and I wanna know down below in the comments, let me know, do you prefer an outdoor kitchen? Is an outdoor kitchen that it's something that just doesn't matter as much to you? What's your thoughts on how you feel about the outdoor kitchen setup? Is it something that you must have or something that's not super important to you? I wanna know. Now let's go look at this one. This one here is a Bullet 2500 RK. A lot of times I tell people that couples style travel trailers typically do not have outdoor kitchens. Like we have a 221 RBS Bullet and a 2500 RK here that both do not have outdoor kitchens. So when we go inside, we'll see what the floor plan layout looks like in here, where you have a booth dinette on this wall. So underneath here, there is really no space for them to eat into anything here to store an outdoor kitchen. This depth of this countertop here to the back wall is not deep enough to fit an outdoor kitchen where these drawers are. Plus you would have to lose the drawers. And then nobody wants an outdoor kitchen on the back side of their RV. So you can kind of rule out this back wall here for any places to put an outdoor kitchen, because no one wants an outdoor kitchen on this side of the RV. And then if you come back through this portion of the trailer, you have a full wall-to-wall bathroom, so no place for an outdoor kitchen to eat into that space. And then you have your bedroom here, which again leaves no space for an outdoor kitchen to eat into anywhere inside the RV. So that's why this model does not have an outdoor kitchen, because there's nowhere for that space to be eaten up inside the RV. And at very best, there may be some times where they could have optioned in an outdoor kitchen and decided to go with something else instead. I'm gonna go show you an option or an example of that. I'm gonna show you 2 examples of very similar floor plans where one decided to put an outdoor kitchen and one decided not to, and why they made those decisions and what they lost by making that decision. So we're gonna skip this one and go to this Outback 292 URL. As we come across here, I'm going to show you from the back first. You have a very big slide out on this Outback and no windows, which means you have to have components somewhere back here, since they didn't put windows on this wall. And when we step inside, it's a little dark in here. Wonder, oh yeah, let's get some light on in here. Cool. When you step inside, you see you have a pantry and a TV on your campsite. I'm gonna open up a window here so we can get some more natural light. There we go. Okay, so this is where I would typically expect to see an outdoor kitchen, because you have your TV on the campsite. A lot of times floor plans like this will actually be flipped, and they will have the TV and kitchen on this wall here. That way you get these windows, these nice big windows, looking out into your campsite. On this one, they flipped the design here and put the TV, pantry, and kitchen area on your campsite. And underneath here is where I would expect to see an outdoor kitchen on that side. Even behind this whole panel potentially would expect to see an outdoor kitchen. However, underneath here you have a huge storage drawer. So on this particular model, they decided to prioritize storage over the outdoor kitchen. And back behind here, I'm not exactly sure what's behind there, but it looks like wiring components, stuff like that going on behind there. I still feel like, and yeah, see, this goes all the way back to the back of the slide out. So it looks like they were just using up space for wiring back here as well, but mostly prioritizing the storage space opposed to the outside kitchen, which makes sense because this is something that it would be very capable to live in full time for a lot of people. So storage becomes more important if that is what somebody is looking to do in most instances. But that is something where they decided to pick storage over the outside kitchen. And then I'm going to go show you a example of where they choose to put the outdoor kitchen instead of storage and kind of what you lose with that. So we're going to walk this way, and then I'm going to show you one other kind of obscure example as we're on the way there too, because we're going to go all the way back to this lacrosse. But on the way there, we have this Cougar 30 RKD, which is pretty interesting because it has an outdoor kitchen in the middle. So you open this up, have these little twists there, open that up, outdoor kitchen in here. And this one has a grill that will pull out right there. So you have an outdoor kitchen on this Cougar, and going inside, we'll look at why that is real quick. Just like the Outback we came out of, you have a TV, and this one has a fireplace, and your outdoor kitchen is actually behind this fireplace. That is why the fireplace sticks out a little bit further and is not flush with the TV, to make room for the outdoor kitchen. And because they have the outdoor kitchen there, you do not get any storage in this area. They still give you a fireplace, which is great, but you don't have the storage that the Outback had. So if you are more conscious about wanting storage, that is something to consider, because you're pretty much in most instances going to have to miss out on that outdoor kitchen space to get more storage space. So that is a significant difference between like the Outback that we looked at and this Cougar on how they chose to use that space. And then we're going to keep moving on. And we're going to look at this Outback 340BH real quick. Got my tripod back here as well, because this is one of the best looking outdoor kitchens we've seen. You have a huge outdoor kitchen on this one, really, really large, and we're going to look at how they're able to accomplish that when we go inside this one, because this is going to be another bunk room travel trailer, where when you open this up, you have a massive bunk room in here. So all your bunk beds with a sofa, and this bunk bed here is elevated, and you have all these storage drawers. But when you open these up, these storage drawers and cabinets, I mean, they're not super deep. This is only about maybe a foot back, because your outdoor kitchen is all stored behind this bunk bed here. So it is eating into this space, you just don't see it because it's behind all of this. So that is how they were able to accomplish such a large outside kitchen, by using that space the way that they did. So that is something why also, like, you may not see 4 bunks in a bunkhouse like this, because the outdoor kitchen makes it so they can't have a 4th bunk there. You're also going to see this on 5th wheels as well. Same principle. For instance, like this Sprinter here has an outdoor kitchen because the kitchen on the inside of the RV is on this wall, so they are able to put the outdoor kitchen behind the TV component that's there. And then this Avalanche here, this is a bunkhouse, and you have the same bunk concept similar to what we just looked at, where this huge outdoor kitchen is sitting underneath a bunk bed that is right there in that big bunk room on that 5th wheel. So those are some of the 5th wheel examples of that. And then it's the same thing with a lot of your couple style 5th wheels, where they usually don't have a space where they can eat into to give you an outdoor kitchen without significantly diminishing your interior storage that you would have. So we're gonna go look at one more over here, because I think this Lacrosse is a great example of a travel trailer that gives you a big outdoor kitchen in a couple style travel trailer, which is very rare. And I want you to see this one. While we're walking over here, I'll also point out this toy hauler. Toy haulers are ones where a lot of people ask about outdoor kitchens as well. And typically on toy haulers, there is just no place to put an outdoor kitchen unless they put the entire interior kitchen on this campsite wall, which most people don't want, because if you put your entire kitchen on the campsite wall, you lose all your campsite windows, which are something that a lot of people want. And like this toy hauler here, for instance, we're not going to go inside of it, but behind, on the other side of that slide out there, you have a refrigerator. So there's not enough room behind the refrigerator to put that. And then you just have a little coffee bar area, so you have interior storage there. They could have chose to gone away with the interior storage underneath that window and put an outdoor kitchen there instead, but then you wouldn't have cabinets inside that little coffee bar area. So it's always a give and take. You have to take away something to put in an outdoor kitchen, and a lot of times it's just not worth what you lose to put that on there from a manufacturing perspective in what is most popular for most people. But this is the last one we're going to look at. This one here is a couple style travel trailer with a huge outside kitchen. So you see how big this space is out here. You have a nice big outdoor kitchen, big refrigerator, has a grill there as well. Would have even loved to see a sink, but I could see why they weren't able to make the wiring work on this particular one for that to be in there. But when we go inside, this is how they were able to make it possible. Most travel trailers, like we have a Cougar right now on our lot that is just like this one, except on the Cougar, they put your recliner seats where the TV is, and then they put the TV on this wall next to the kitchen. The reason that the Cougar does that is because when you move this TV to this wall, you are eliminating 1 or 2 huge campsite windows that you would potentially have. So putting this there, you eliminate the amount of windows you have on your campsite, which is why a lot of manufacturers don't do it, because people want those big windows on their campsite to see out into their campsite. So this model here, they chose to put the TV and fireplace on this side instead, so you could still get the huge outside kitchen. And I like how they did it, because you still get lots of windows all the way around, even have this one looking out to your campsite as well. And it still lets in a lot of natural light, having windows all the way around the entire area. So get that to refocus after looking at all that bright light coming in. And so that is a really cool example of what it takes to get an outdoor kitchen on a couple style travel trailer. Having this space here, you can see all this space back here. This is all where the outside kitchen is stored behind these walls there. So it's eating into your interior space, but still does it in a tasteful way where it doesn't feel like it's taking up a lot of space. But that is why you don't typically see a lot of outdoor kitchens on RVs, because they're always trying to figure out the cost of what it will take and what you have to get rid of to do the outdoor kitchen. And there's only a few models that they make where they're willing to compromise on things like not having your campsite windows or eating in the storage space to make room for that outdoor kitchen on a couple style travel trailer. Bunkhouse travel trailers and fifth wheels are not so much the case, because you have bunk beds that you can store the outdoor kitchen under. So let's say that this was your RV here, this really nice Alpine. This is an Alpine 3712 KB, and you're at your campsite and you still want to get an outdoor kitchen experience. This is kind of what you would want to do. So, or this is what my family does at least. First of all, a lot of people overlook the fact that you are going to have coolers at your campsite. So pretty much everybody brings coolers with them, which is basically just like an outdoor refrigerator. So most people will have their coolers set up usually in this area by the steps, or maybe possibly behind the slide out over here. And then what my family does for a cooking surface is having something like a Coleman grill. Hopefully I have the footage of us using that, but the Coleman grill that we have is about 3 times the size of a regular outside kitchen cooktop or stove, or what would it be, a grill. Like the Capital grill that would come on an outdoor kitchen. I don't know why it took me so long to think about that. But we just set it up off to the side over here and hook it up to our own propane bottle. It's 3 times as big as what the outdoor kitchen would be, or the cooktop on an outdoor kitchen would be on an RV. And it's way easier to clean because it's not attached to the RV. So it doesn't get or splatter on the RV or anything like that. And then finally, this is something you'll want to look at maybe if you want like a water source, if that's really important to you. See if we can find an RV that might have a water source close by. Some of them, like these ones here, these all have spray ports right here that you can hook up a hose to. You see it on that one there, see it on this one here, see it on that one there. That's something that you may be able to find as well to get you an outdoor water source, which would essentially give you all the functions of an outdoor kitchen. Plus, pretty much every single RV has some sort of outside TV hookups, and a lot of these fifth wheels are actually in the pass-through storage compartment. The reason why is you can actually get a sliding mount that will allow the TV to slide out of the outdoor kitchen area and then pivot so that you can see it and you can get your outdoor TV as well. So hopefully that helps with some solutions to give you that outdoor cooking experience without having an outdoor kitchen. All right, y'all, that's all I got for you. Hopefully you enjoyed that information. If you did, hit the like button down below and definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and become a growing part of this community of RVers all around the world. And then if you are interested in any RV that you saw in here, I am in a sales position and could definitely sell you one of these RVs if you are interested in one. So you can text me at the number on the screen there if you need purchasing information or just further information on maybe an RV that you saw here today. So that's all I got for y'all. Until next time, I'll see you out camping.